This is just a quick review on the Big Head Studios head sculpt of the Wolverine Brood Infection action figure that I made. The base is the same. It's just a normal Wolverine in the brown suit. How I did this, I got that figure from Big Head Studios. I actually ordered a couple of them because I really like the sculpt a lot, and I kind of want to try different techniques with each of them, and then ultimately settled on the same technique. I'm going to kind of hit it in the light a little bit better. This actually, you can order it whichever way you want. I ordered it where the teeth were not intact in there, so I can actually get into the mouth area and paint better. What I did is I used a base of a pink skin tone color inside the mouth in the tongue. And then I went and used I'm trying to find which one it is. I used a shade. It is a Carroburg Crimson shade from Citadel to hit inside there to give it a little bit different and make it look a little bit more wet, because it stays like a wet look instead of a dry look inside of a mouth, and that's what you want. After that, I used an off-white color, like a bone, for the teeth, and then I used a sepia shade from Citadel to kind of give a little bit more brown and dirt and grit in the teeth area. So that kind of makes it look a little bit more detailed. I super glued the teeth into the mouth then at that point. And then I did all touch-up work all around the gum line. And then in the gum line, I painted the area around the gum line to also match the same exact tone and shade of the gums and the tongue inside. Also doing the same thing with that shading from Citadel with that crimson shade. And then I did some skin tone matching. What I found works really well is the Cadian Layer flesh tone from Citadel works really good to match the skin tone on the actual figure itself. So I used that around there. You can see it above there, right under the mask and right around the chin area, and then back here. That worked real well. When I did that, it matched perfectly, and then I actually did some detail work around there with the ridge line. You can see the ridges around there to give it like that ribbed look of the Brood sculpt. I painted the mask. I used a flat matte black instead of a glossy because I wanted it to look different from the regular Wolverine. I also don't like glossy paints a ton. And then I had to match this orangey yellow, and I did that pretty well. And I did that using two things. I used a Citadel. It is two different layers, which takes a little bit more time because you have to do more layers. It's not just a base. I used I'm trying to read this thing. It's a layer Zamist Desert and a Tau Light Orange. I mixed them together until I got the right shade that I wanted to, and then I did multiple layers building up over top of it, and it matched this orange pretty well. I can't tell a difference in it, except maybe a little bit of gloss, because this is more glossy and that's more flat. So I'm going to probably spray this thing down with some finish where it kind of takes out that gloss feel, and everything will match as far as the colors. But that's how I did that. And then I just did the eyes bright white, and I made them offset. I didn't want them to be uniform because I wanted them to look a little alien and crazy looking. I didn't want them to be uniform. I didn't want there to be any symmetry whatsoever. So I just painted them, one to be a little bit bigger, more open than the other one that's a little bit more closed and creepy. And then I didn't even care about the edge work. I wanted it to kind of look like it's bumpy and kind of creepy and alien, as far as the edges looking more rippled. So this was the Brood figure. I can't recommend it enough. Shout out to Big Head Studios for this head sculpt. I have a few of them. They may wind up on eBay. This will wind up on eBay, the actual intact total figure. I'm probably going to replace the claws and maybe do some blood work. But I'd like to paint one with the purple and teal green tones for the cover where he actually was infected, the Uncanny X-Men cover. I want to say it's 238, but I'm probably wrong. Where he is on his knees with the claws popped out, fighting the infection of the Brood. It'd be cool to do the entire figure in that shading. So that may happen at some point. But right now, I did one that fits the interior pages of the book and how it looked. So thanks for checking it out. Feel free to comment and ask questions down below. Check out the rest of the YouTube page and the Komodo Customs pages on Instagram and Facebook. Also, please like and subscribe. Try to keep these videos more brief and try to explain it quicker. Thanks for checking it out.